Here's the question we're going to be looking at today, and we're given a problem where a courier company delivers two sizes of boxes, large boxes which weigh 5.6 kg and small boxes which weigh 4 kg. We're told that on a particular day, the company delivers 25 boxes which have a total weight of 133.6 kg. In part 1, we're asked to form two equations in terms of x and y, where x is the number of 5.6 kg boxes that are delivered, and y represents the number of 4 kg boxes that were delivered. And we need to represent the information we're given using these equations. So the first equation we can write is that x plus y is equal to 25 boxes. Since x represents the number of 5.6 kg boxes that were delivered, and y represents the number of 4 kg boxes that were delivered, and we know that 25 boxes were delivered in total on this particular day, we know that x plus y must be equal to 25. And secondly, the second piece of information we need to represent in these equations is the total weight of the boxes, which we're told is 133.6 kg. And so since x represents the number of big boxes that were delivered, and y represents the number of small boxes that were delivered, we can write the equation 5.6 times x plus 4 times y is equal to 133.6. This may not be obvious at first, but it turns out that it's actually the correct equation. And if you're not sure how to do this at first, I'd go back and read the question again and highlight all the important bits, and then it makes it clear what you have to represent in the equations. So for example, we know the two pieces of information we're given is the weight of the small and large boxes, and the other two pieces of information we know is that their total must equal 25 boxes and their total weight must equal 133.6 kg. Moving on to part 2, we have to solve the equations from part 1 to find the number of each type of box the company delivered that day. Well, the first thing I'd do here is to rewrite the equations, and from here we can try to figure out how we're going to approach this question. Well, since there's two equations and two unknown variables x and y, one thing we can do is to eliminate one of the variables, and that will allow us to solve for the other variable. And we can do this using simultaneous equations. So the easiest variable to eliminate here would be the y's, since we have a multiple of 4y on the bottom and 1y on the top. So we need to multiply the entire top equation by 4, and that gives us 4x plus 4y is equal to 100. And I've just rewritten it beneath the other equation, since we have to take the second equation away from the first one. And when we take the second equation away from the first one, we can see that the y's cancel, and we end up with 1.6x is equal to 33.6. From here, we divide both sides by 1.6, and we find that x is equal to 21 boxes. Now to solve for y, we can simply substitute x back into the first equation, x plus y is equal to 25. And if we take 21 away from both sides, we find that y is equal to 4 boxes. Moving on to part B, we're told that Michael works as a driver for the courier company, and he gets a fixed monthly payment of €2,500 plus an additional payment of €2 per package delivered. We're also told that he averages 20 packages per day and works 22 days per month. In part 1, we have to calculate Michael's gross salary for the month based on the information we're given. So again, we can highlight all the important pieces of information, and that'll make the question a lot easier. So using this information, we can write the equation for Michael's gross salary, which is €2,500 plus €2 times 20 packages per day times 22 days, which works out to €2,500 plus €880, which is equal to €3,380 per month. And part 2 is a question about tax. And we're given the standard rate of tax, which is 20%, and the higher rate, which is 40%. We're also given the standard rate cutoff point, which is €3,030. And finally, we're also told that Michael gets a monthly tax credit of €226. And using this information, we have to calculate his net salary per month. So the first thing to do would be to find how much tax he pays at a lower rate, which is equal to €3,030 multiplied by 20% or 0.2, and that's equal to €606. Now we have to find out how much he gets taxed on at the higher rate. And that's just his gross salary minus the €3,030 at the lower rate. And that's €350. So he's charged 40% tax on this €350, which is 350 times 0.4, which works out to be €140. So therefore his total tax is equal to €606 plus €140 and minus his €226 tax credit, and that works out to be €520. And as you should know, net salary is equal to gross salary minus tax, and that works out to be equal to €2,860 per month. So that's the end of this question. It was pretty long, but we got there in the end. I hope you guys found this solution video helpful. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you again.